Let's go 4-3-3 for the second half. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Craig. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Make Gretna Great Again. Before we start, if you'd like to show your support for the channel and the series, please do pop a like down below. That really helps me out. So last time out we had 2 live comms. We beat Dalbeattie Star 3-1. We then followed that up with a 1-1 draw against East Kilbride to maintain our unbeaten run in the league. And we're still smashing it. We have won all 3 games since I last left you guys. We've had just the 1 league game sandwiched between 2 cup ties. We started with an away trip to Dunny Pace in the East of Scotland qualifying cup 3rd round, where we just about won it. Jim Atkinson opened the scoring into his own net on 24 minutes with a disastrous own goal. The ball kind of hit the post and hit him on the back of the heel while he was backpedaling to try and get it. A Kevin Connolly header put us back in front though before they immediately replied just 2 minutes later. Malcolm Holiday put us back on terms with one of his trademark screamers on 67 minutes before late on Stuart Gray popped up and stabbed home to give us the victory. We then had an away trip, this time in the league, to BSC Glasgow, and oh my gosh, this game. It took us until the 90th minute to have our first shot on target, and with our second shot on target 2 minutes later, 2nd minute of injury time, Daniel Smales popped up with what proved to be the winner. I don't think we deserve this whatsoever because we did absolutely nothing all game. The goal itself was one of those situations where a long ball comes over the top, their centre-backs tried to control it, he's basically just touched it down for Daniel Smales, who in the end just slots it into a pretty much an open net because the keeper was so far off his line. So like I said, we really didn't deserve this win, but I'm not going to complain because wins like that, picking up points like that, could prove vital at the end of the season. We then had a home tie in the South Challenge Cup 4th round against Edgysport. Liam Cougans put them ahead on 15 minutes, but 2 goals in 2 minutes from Connolly and Gray put us 2-1 up at the half-time interval. Ryan Stewart then blasted one in from 30 yards for Edgysport to level things up on 54 minutes. And that's how it stayed for the 90 minutes, which sent us to extra time. The 3rd time we have gone to extra time so far this season, and we're only in November. Luckily though, Kevin Connolly poked in his 2nd of the game on the 97th minute before Daniel Smales, super sub himself, popped up with another goal 1 minute before time to seal the victory. And it is that man himself, Daniel Smales, that is going to be in our player spotlight this episode. I know it's kind of strange with player spotlighting someone that hasn't actually started a game for us this season, but he has scored 2 very important goals in the last 2 games, so I feel like it's worth a look into this guy. So yeah, he hasn't started any games, he has made 8 substitute appearances though, scoring 3 goals in the process, also grabbing an assist with an average rating of 7.0, so he's come up with the goods when we needed him most, and to get a 7.0 average rating when you've only been coming on for the last maybe 20 minutes or so is pretty good going. He's quite a young striker as well, especially compared to the ones we're playing at the moment. He's only 22 years old, has the potential to become a lot better as well, so you know, he could be one if he keeps doing this well, then we might actually hang on to this guy next season. So just to recap then, today we are going to be playing 2 live comms, the first of which will be our home game against Kelty Hearts and then our away trip to Vale of Leithen. Kelty Hearts then, they sit right in mid-table. They've won 4 games, they've lost 4 games. Very hard to figure out, you don't know what they're going to do next. I would say that this is a game where we could possibly go to first, but Whitehill Welfare are playing as well today. So if they win, obviously that'll just nullify it. If they lose though, we'll be top of the table and we'll still have a game in hand. So we're hoping for an Edinburgh University win there, and they are 6th, so it is possible they are up there. This is how we will line up against Kelty Hearts, and the big news is that we have unfortunately picked up our first injury of the season. It's to a midfielder, Ashley Kelly. He's going to be back in 3 days, so it's not a serious one. He's going to be replaced by Jamie Hope for this game. Manus can bring the ball forward for them now. Cargill's got the ball in a good position. Black, for some reason, absolutely welts it out for a corner to them. Don't think you really need to do that. Ball is over the top. Cargill's got to it. Oh my god, it's 1-0 to Kelty Hearts. That's one of those really annoying non-league goals that you see quite a lot. When the long balls over the top are a big part of non-league anyway, but when you see a long ball coming over the top like this, and if the keeper runs out and goes up for it with the attacker, you just know the attacker's going to get to it and it's going to roll into an empty net. Not what we wanted, and we're approaching half-time. We still haven't had a shot on target yet, which is very, very worrying. So that's half-time. We're 1-0 down. We haven't managed a single shot on target. I think I'm going to have to get the aggressive tone out here because we have been diabolical. You definitely need to show me something else in this second half. Throw in to be taken by Hunter. Gray has it here. Hunter can work this over to the other side to Macanesby. Armstrong's got lots of space on this left-hand side. Can he get a ball in? It's ricocheted around. I hope eventually gets to Grandison. Can he work out a shot here? He can. That's our first shot on target after 50 minutes. Doesn't reach anyone. I still need to have a look at those corners to see if they're set to go to that back post all the time, because that seems to be where they're always going. And it's not supposed to be where they're always going. Oh my... Armstrong has it here. Darts into the box. Over Gray's there. Can't get it on target. Okay, just under 20 minutes left. I'm going to do something drastic here. I'm actually going to change formation. Who is not doing well in that midfield? Malcolm Holiday is doing terribly. But we need to keep him on anyway because of what we're doing. I'm going to change to 4-3-3. We're going to put Smales on up front there. Then we'll take Grandison off and put Studholme on there. And we're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for this because we have to. Nothing that we're doing right now is working one single bit. I'm going to tell them to push forward as well. Switch to very attacking as well. 4-3-3, very attacking. Is this going to be our first defeat of the league campaign? Holiday launches it forward towards Smales. Can he find someone in the centre? It's gone out for a corner. Everybody up. Hope swings the ball in. There's no one there. Studholme picks it up and has a go. Studholme, I think that's his first game of the season. And he's scored his first goal within, what, about 15 minutes of coming on? Hope swings this ball in. It looks like it's going to nowhere. Green heads it back out. Studholme, first time, has a go. The keeper stretches out to get it. Can't get well, he does get a hand on it, but can't stop it from going in. And now Connolly has it. Can we get a winner? It's another corner. I should probably switch this to attacking, not very attacking now that we're drawing. Corner is whipped in by Hope. Gilfillan is on that back post, but it's straight at the keeper. Ford takes the throw in for them. That is full time. We have rescued a point here 2 minutes from time through Liam Studholme, and seriously, I think that's his first appearance. It is his first appearance of the season. He's come in on the bench because of the injury to Ashley Kelly. Obviously Jamie Hope, who is usually on the bench, was playing in the first 11, and he's come on and scored an equaliser and salvaged a point for us. And it's a massive shame that we didn't do better in that game, because Edinburgh University have indeed beaten Whitehill Welfare 2-0. That does mean, though, that if we win our game in hand, we will go top again. And of course, we maintain that unbeaten record in the league. Okay, then we have got to our next game, away at Vale of Leithen. As you can see, Whitehill Welfare are not playing today, so this means that this is an opportunity for us to go back top of the table. Vale of Leithen sit 13th in the table, third bottom. They've won 2, drawn 1 and lost 6 out of their 9 games played so far. We line up like this, then the two major changes is that Ashley Kelly comes back in there, coming back from his injury, and Scott Norman is taking his place back on the right of midfield because, just like Grandison did before him, he now wants more first team football. Liam Studholme, for his heroics in the last game, also keeps his place on the bench for today's game. He finds Kelly over to Norman. Holiday has a go, and it nearly went in. You know, the keeper had to save it, and it's gone out for a corner. By the way, update on that, it was set to go to the far post all the time. I have now changed that, which is why it didn't go to the far post that time. And Armstrong has it, and it's saved again. That's going to be another corner. Yeah, it's from my last save. I saved the set piece instructions and loaded them onto this one. On my last Barnsley save, I had my big tall striker keeper more on the far post all the time, so I had the balls going over there. But yeah, it's been changed now. It's been fixed. Hopefully we might be able to make something of corners now, because we weren't really doing anything from them. I think we scored maybe 1 goal directly from them. Okay, half time then. 0-0. We haven't been great again. Only 2 shots and only 1 shot on target. I'm so tempted to switch to 4-3-3 at half time. I'm going to do it, you know. Let's go 4-3-3 for the second half. Liam Studholme can get a full half. Let's do it. Let's do it. Studholme has it in midfield. Over to Kelly. Kelly, long ball of top towards Connolly. It's a great ball. Can he find someone in the centre? He can. Gray is there. Should have got that on target. Kelly puts the corner in here. Holiday on the edge of the box. Can he find some space to shoot? Studholme has a go. It's a good shot. The keeper has to save it. In the first 8 minutes of this half, already we have had 10 shots. Black over the top. Gray, I think he's onside here. Stuart Gray saved by the keeper. Wow, this 4-3-3 is actually working a lot better then. Maybe we should be using this full time. Corner swung in here. There's a lot of bodies in there, and Stephen Black, their centre-back, has scored and put us in front. Wow, I mean, the change since we switched to 4-3-3 has just been incredible. And, I mean, changing the corners to not always put them to the back post where no one's really there, it's probably helped as well. And it's a great finish from the centre-back. I mean, that's not a centre-back's finish at all, but we are 1-0 up. As things stand, we are going to be top of the table at the end of this game. Last 10 minutes then, we should probably make a substitution. Malcolm Holiday is looking very tight. Oh yeah, we've made... we don't have anyone that can come on for him. We do have a centre-back though. Let's move Gilfillan into centre midfield. And we'll put Daniel Wadge on centre-back. That's actually our last substitution as well. Smith on this left-hand side now. Please don't break our hearts now. Good save by Atkinson. Whew. Played quite a bit over the time. I don't know why they're taking their time taking this, but that is full time. Another very sticky win, but my God, the difference between the first half and the second half. We went in at half time having only, was it two shots? And we've ended the game on 18 shots. So I think 4-3-3 might be the way to go. And I just accidentally skipped through the team talk. But anyway, we are first in the table. Look at that. By just the 1 point, but we are top and we are still unbeaten. 10 matches in a row without losing. We definitely did not expect this at the start of the season. But wow, I mean, we are genuine title contenders if we carry this on. So we're going to come back then for the games against Edinburgh University and Whitehill Welfare. That is going to be a cracker if we both stay up there. Again, providing that the cups don't mess the schedule up. So that is where we're going to leave it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if you're enjoying the series just as much as I am, then please don't forget to smash that big old thumbs up button down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see my videos as soon as they are released. And I will see you all later.